Hey you guys, and welcome back to my video. My name's Yasmin and this is Yasmins-TECH-nique. So if you're here, you're probably interested in tech sales, or you're probably interested in getting to the technology industry, or you're probably in your interview process and you don't want to be ghosted after your interview, right? Yeah, so let me sit here and say I've been ghosted so many times by interviewers, and for the first part I just really couldn't figure out why they would ghost me. I feel like I did a really great job in my interview, but as time went on I understood why they would ghost me, and now I just want to sit here and tell you guys about some things that I've learned and some steps and tricks that you can do so you don't get ghosted, definitely if it's a company you really want to work for. So without further ado, let's get right into the video and make sure you stay to the end for my number one tip. First thing I suggest you check is your energy. You want to be very inviting. You want the interviewer to feel like you are their friend and they're your friend, and you guys are just catching up and having a conversation because you haven't seen each other in a long time. Now this energy will make you stand out, and it will set you apart when they think about you and they think about your name. See, if you have bad energy when you're doing like your initial interview, they're not gonna want to send you off to anybody else or recommend you to be hired by anyone in sales or in the technology industry at that, simply because you may not be a good culture fit. So if you have inviting energy, kind of like I have right now, that's good. But if you're like kind of down, not in a really good mood, you have like short snappy answers, you probably don't want to take that interview, and you may have to reschedule it if you can. But you do want to check your energy and make sure you are very inviting, simply because interviews that I've had where my energy wasn't all the way up because probably it was my fourth interview for the day and I was tired, I tended to get ghosted more than often. And on some of the other ones I just probably received a letter of we're not interested, but I felt like the ones that ghosted me just hurt a little bit more. The second reason, you are not having conversations in your interviews. All you're doing is simply answering questions. If the interview person asks you a question and you have a yes or no answer, or you have a short answer, and let's say all you do is just simply answer the question, it kind of creates an awkward pause at the end, or it kind of leaves them like, okay, you know, like tell me more. You never want them to have to say like tell me more. You want to be a blabbermouth in your interview. You want to tell them everything you can that's directly related to the position you're trying to go to. So make it conversational when you're having these talks in your interviews and you're asking your questions. And a good way to make it conversational is by simply asking a question after you've answered your question to get their interviewer to talk about themselves as well. A lot of people don't do that, but if you do that, you will stand out. Now to the next point, ask questions. As many questions as you can think of. Do not try to overload the interviewer. You guys probably gonna have like 30 minutes for your first round interview, and usually I tend to see that's where the ghosting happens, after the first round. So if you're asking great questions to the interviewer about the company, about themselves, what keeps them there, what keeps them motivated, what the company does to actually motivate them as an employee, it makes you want to come on and join the company, you'll stand out. And this is just a first round interview, so it's not too technical on the skill sets that you may need to have in order to be in the position. They're really just trying to see if you're a great fit for the company. Now to my last point, people hire people they like. Be a great culture fit, you guys. If this person feels like maybe you may stand out in the office, you may not get along with the others in the office, you may not get a call back. You want to be a great culture fit, and you want to show them that, hey, no matter what culture, I can come in, I can fit in, I can mingle, and I can get the job done, and I can soar in my role. Then you will definitely get a next round interview set up. But if you're kind of like introverted and you say that on the phone, like, yeah, I like to do stuff but I'm more to myself, please don't ever say I like to work by myself, I really don't like to work on teams, because with sales you're going to be on a sales team. Even though you may work from home, it may be individual, you're going to have like a sales team, and then, you know, as a kind of executive you're going to have a sales team as well. So make sure you stand out and describe yourself as a team player. You may want to even look up some things that this company have on the websites that just directly relates to your values and how you can come in and add to that and be a great culture fit as well. People in the interview love that. If they feel like you're a great culture fit, that'll put you at the top, and then your skills will probably put you number 2, because let's be honest, any job out there can be taught. I know we see this post on LinkedIn, but it's so true. Any job out there can be taught. Even though I did take a course with Course Careers, my link is down below. I still had to come in and learn everything because I'm selling this company's product. So I had to come in and learn everything about this company, and I don't learn everything about the product because I'm not an account executive and I'm not actually selling the product. I'm just qualifying my leads. But my point is, everything can be taught. So if you're coming to that interview and you have great energy, you have very conversational in your interview as well, you're asking great questions, and you make yourself stand out by saying how you want to be a part of this company's culture, you're going to get a call back. Every interview I did not do this, and some interviews were strictly like awkward. I can tell you about my worst interview later, but not today. Now, if you focus on these 4 things, I promise you're going to get a call back for the next round of an interview. But also remember to talk about the skills that you have that are transferable. If you have never had a job in tech sales or the technology industry, we all have transferable skills, and that's part of making it conversational. But make sure you smile as well, because they can hear that. And of course, you're going to be able to hear your smile over the phone, or if you're in a Zoom, they're going to actually be able to see you guys. So that's all I have for this video. I wanted to keep it really short for you guys. I didn't want to kind of overload you this time. I know my last video was long. If you haven't seen it, it'll be linked down below. And I'll see you guys next time. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share my video to anyone that you know have been ghosted in the tech sales interview. Bye.